video or whatever. Okay. Who's going first?
Okay, first. Let you on. Alright, so my first quote was, "Not wealth or luxury or long life or happiness, only power, pure power." Page 263.
What does that mean to you, Sebastian? What?
In order. You're number 2.
Oh, okay. Well, to me, that just means that, like, the party, unlike other dictatorships, like, I feel like Hitler and Stalin didn't only do it for the power, they did it for, like, the wealth and just all of the other benefits that were listed, but the party is just, like, pure power, and it just shows how they're different from other dictatorships and how they're more powerful because they aren't drawn in by the greed for the money and all that.
Do you mind reading that quote one more time?
Not wealth or luxury or long life or happiness, only power, pure power.
Well, that means to me that, I mean, pretty much what McKenna said, they're not going for anything but power, which I think makes for a terrible dictatorship, but, you know.
Yeah, that's what I said, was that the party was only seeking, only caring about themselves and the power that they may have hold, and that's how they make this dictatorship different than anything else, is because that they seek only to grow in power so they can control their citizens.
The quote is on page 261, and it's, "The secret accumulation of knowledge, a gradual spread of enlightenment, ultimately a proletarian rebellion, the overthrow of the party. The proletarians will never revolt, not in 1,000 years or a million. They cannot."
Well, I don't know why that they're saying that they won't ever revolt, because, I mean, they say that all the hope lies in the proles, and without the proles, and I guess the government's just going to stay there, so I think O'Brien's wrong in that matter. And yeah, because I think the proles will revolt eventually.
What was that first part of the quote about knowledge or something?
The secret accumulation of knowledge, a gradual spread of enlightenment, ultimately a proletarian rebellion.
About that quote, I think when whatever government they have, when they're trying to limit the citizens, like by using newspeak and all that stuff, by limiting their knowledge, I think it's, I don't know where I was headed with this. I think it's kind of revolting, and it's like they're wanting, I don't know how to explain this. It's just me. I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
Alright, my quote was...
Hold on, I
she
gotta
has to say.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Anyways, I just said, since O'Brien is basically just a listing, like, how Winston thinks that the world's going to change, it just kind of means, like how involved in everybody's life the party truly is. Like, it goes deeper than they think that it does. Okay, now it's your turn.
Okay, my quote was from Winston, and it was when Winston said that you are rolling over us for our own good, and that was the quote. Like, why do you think he said that? I think he admitted that.
Wait, he said it again?
When he said that you are rolling over us for our own good, it was on page 262.
Winston said that?
Huh?
Winston said that?
O'Brien yelled at him. It's actually you, George.
Really? Alright, repeat it one more time.
You are rolling over us for our own good. I guess I probably should have wrote down a little bit more of the quote, but
Yeah.
Winston saying that the party is ruling over them for their own good. For, like, people's own good.
That's a complete lie. That's what I think of the government. My
Okay.
2 cents in.
I think that he's just saying that because he thinks that's what O'Brien wants to hear.
I said that the people in the country are so like oppressed, and I mean, they're kind of forced to believe that the government is doing things for them, and the government treats them all like crap, and they actually do nothing for them.
Alright, this is my turn. My second quote, it must be so because every human being is doomed. Wait, it must be so because every human being is doomed to die, which is the greatest of all failures.
What?
Reading it.
Yeah.
It must be so because every human being is doomed to die, which is the greatest of all failures.
I think he's just saying that since all people are doomed to die, like the party can't live on forever because like all of the people with those ideas are going to die eventually, and so is the idea of the party.
Alright, one more time.
It must be so because every human being is doomed to die, which is the greatest of all failures.
What was the context of that? Okay, so they say that death is the greatest of all failures, and so yeah, I guess I mean, people or certain beliefs will die off with everybody that dies, and I guess with that the world's going to change anyways.
Yeah, I put that, I mean, no matter who you are, we're all destined to die, and that the party will not live on as they say that it will fade away.
Okay. My next quote is from page 263, and it is, "Power is not a means, it is an end. One does not establish dictatorship in order to safeguard a revolution. One makes the revolution in order to establish the dictatorship."
Okay, it's saying that that one must revolt in order to establish a dictatorship, which is true because that's how you kind of overthrow a government to begin with. You have to revolt against them, and then you kind of get your own form of government, and that'll go however you want it to, I guess.
Can you read that again?
Power is not a means, it is an end. One does not establish a dictatorship in order to safeguard a revolution. One makes the revolution in order to establish the dictatorship.
Yeah, kind of what Sebastian said is where the citizens have to revolt against the government in order to kind of bring that dictatorship into contact. But, yeah.
To me, it kind of related to how Hitler came into power. He kind of took advantage of the weakness of Germany right after they revolted and they were all in chaos, and then he was like that person that was going to come in and make everything better. So they basically let him in and let him establish the dictatorship.
Alright, my quote was from page 264. Freedom is slavery. Has it ever occurred to you that it is reversible? Slavery is freedom. Alone, free, the human being is always defeated.
That's good.
Read that last part slowly.
Defeated. Yeah,
Okay.
defeated all of them.
Freedom is slavery. Has it ever occurred to you that it is reversible? Slavery is freedom. Alone, free, the human being is always defeated.
I'm not good at this. So, look at that. What do you think, McKenna?
I think it's just saying that like one person cannot make a difference, and if you try to go against the government or anything on your own, you're just going to be defeated. So, yeah.
I said it meant that with how the government is that they've made the people believe that slavery is freedom, and slavery is the farthest thing from freedom, and that alone, that they actually need the party because alone they say that the human being is always defeated.
Okay, my last one is outside of man, there's nothing.
What?
Outside of man, there's nothing.
Okay.
Okay. I think that that's just another way that the party tries to take advantage of its citizens and telling them like there's nothing outside of what was it?
Outside of man, there's nothing.
Yeah, it's just saying like I don't know, there is no science or universe or whatever. It's just trying to limit their knowledge of their surroundings.
Yeah, because that was the part in the chapter when they were talking about how there's no science, there's no animals, there's no nothing besides humans, and
Yeah, that's what I put down is that they're trying to limit their knowledge and tell them there's nothing outside.
That's honestly taking skill at this point.
Oh no, I can't get it through.
Job.
Okay.
Job.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Alright. My third and the last quote is from page 266, and it's, how does one man assert his power over another? Winston thought. By making him suffer, he said. Exactly, by making him suffer. Obedience is not enough. Unless he is suffering, how can you be sure that he is obeying your will and not his own?
Okay, so it's saying that in order to make sure that someone is following you and making sure that they're not trying to go on their own will, they make the people suffer by torture and other means. Stuff like that.
Yeah, kind of what Sebastian said.
Okay. Like my kind of question that went along with this is, like, do you think it's possible to achieve obedience from your people without making them suffer? I think yes. I think that you can also achieve obedience through, like, just being nice to people. Like, if the government was like, it's free ice cream day, everybody has free ice cream and rights, then I would obey them.
I mean, also,
Some bribery get you going.
No, like if they were just nice enough to give me free ice cream and, freedom of speech, all that.
No way. Right.
I think if the government was more honest, maybe the people would be more happy.
Yeah.
Because
I think people wouldn't be so so accepting of revolts and everything. I don't have another quote.
Oh, okay. Well, since Sebastian is a slacker, I guess we're gonna end this now.